Hello, everyone. Welcome to A Garden a Day with Maidenbrock Gardens, where we explore the world one garden at a time. Today is November 4th. Live oaks draped in Spanish moss, southern magnolias, camellias, and a timber mansion built for a timber magnate, complete with columns and a veranda. We must be down south. In fact, we are. Today we are exploring Eden Gardens State Park in Point, Washington, along Florida's Panhandle. The house was built for the family of William Henry Wesley, owner of one of the largest timber operations in the Panhandle, between 1895 and 1897. In 1963, the home, along with 10.5 acres, was purchased by Lois Maxon, who renovated the home and planned the gardens. She filled the home with antiques and family heirlooms, and today the home is open for guided tours. Lois Maxon donated the estate to the state of Florida on Christmas Eve in 1968, and today the estate is open to the public as a state park. The total acreage of the park is 163 acres. The home was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2021. Located along Tucker Bayou, there are many romantic and lovely sights to see. Benches are strategically located in quiet spots for watching the water, and fishing is allowed from the dock. There is a living shoreline completed in 2014 with a nature trail that highlights a number of important trees and plants at Eden Gardens. One such tree is a native live oak, believed to be at least 600 years old. It's a popular location for weddings and is one of the garden's main attractions. Slash pine is also located along the trail. This tree was traditionally the source for turpentine. There is a tree known as the kissing tree. It's actually two trees, a slash pine and a hickory, that have grown together into one tree. There are also the native red buckeye and the devil's walking stick, a native shrub so naturally heavily fortified that very few would want to touch it. Sharp thorns extend up the length of its trunk, and even its leaves end in sharp points. 3 more natives found along the trail are the pignut hickory, the American sycamore, and the southern red cedar, which is classified as a juniper and not a true cedar. The southern red cedar was traditionally the source of wood for bow making, and the smoke from burning the cones and wood was considered a treatment for colds and coughs. Another point of beautiful interest at Eden Gardens is the collection of camellias. More than 370 camellias thrive in this environment and bloom from November to April. They're joined by azaleas, which begin blooming anytime between February and April, depending on the weather that year. Many of the camellias were planted by Lois Maxon, though some of her plantings have been lost and others added through the years. There are ornamental gardens and a butterfly garden, as well as a reflecting pool with water lilies and koi. Tours of the home are given Thursdays through Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There are park ranger-led nature tours just about every month, and in December there will be a candlelight tour of the house and grounds after sunset. The grounds are open for self-guided tours, recreation, and picnics from 8 a.m. until sunset every day of the year. Well, that's about it for today's garden visit. Join me here tomorrow to find out where we're going next. As a reminder, you can subscribe, like, or follow this podcast at any of the podcast listening places. You can sign up for our newsletter, launching in January, by visiting our website, agardenaday.com, and clicking on the subscribe button. Thank you for listening today and every day. If all goes well, I'll be right back here tomorrow. See you then.